Alright, so welcome back to the Infernum Mode Mod, the mod that adds an extra difficulty layer to the Calamity mod. In the last video, we took down Deerclops and Slime God, but you remember, right? It was like yesterday. I mean, it's all fresh in people's minds. But no, welcome. We are finally back. If you didn't hear, the mod updated while I was away and everything broke. And I kind of thought this series might be done, but I kept an eye on it, I checked, and everything has been updated, and it all just seems to work now. I'm hoping that stays the case. So today, we are doing the Wall of Flesh, and we are entering hard mode. But before we do that, we do have some upgrades to make. There is a mage weapon called the Knight's Ray. I want to make this because this reminds me of a weapon I used to make years ago. When hitting enemies, they are hit by several new beams from their sides. So something that makes me really happy, because we are in 1.4.4 now, we can actually make the bundle of horseshoe balloons, which, if you remember, and I know it was a while ago, we couldn't actually make this in an earlier episode, and so many of the comments were like, I'm sure that this is a thing. Yeah, it's because we were playing like an earlier update. So it's quite literally been about 40 minutes of running around, but I've made my own crimson altar, and we should now be able to make the Knight's Ray. Here it is. We got a really bad reforge on that. Annoying. Yeah, do you know what? That sums up the past 40 minutes. Let's see. Is it good? Oh yeah, it looks like this. I remembered the name, but nothing else about it. Well, that's good. What kind of reforge can we get on this? Nimble, zealous, we're out of money. Okay, not shop. Oh my God. What is this? Reforge, bam. Agile, mystic, godly, okay, perfect. So we've found another Calamity structure. This looks like another research lab. Now, I'll be completely honest, I never know when to interact with these. Even though I've played a lot of Calamity in my day, I played the bulk of it before they added these, so I never really, kept up with the lore. These little spiders, though, are quite cool. I quite like those. So yeah, I don't know if I'm meant to be doing it with this. If you do know, let me know in the comments down below. So the plan is we're going to convert this biome into the perfect arena for the Wall of Flesh. Now, since I did do Legendary Wall of Flesh recently as a summoner, which required a bridge throughout the whole world, I am a little lazy. And I'm hoping that I can do this old school ChippysCouch style and just make, well, I'm not going to make anything. Well, that's the plan. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we don't have to make an arena, but we'll very quickly find out if that doesn't work. Cleansed site, what did that say? And what is this? And why is it so good? What is this? Oh, it's intimidating. Read. 3 disciples, 1 mind, 1 deity, 1 purpose. Tempered by the holy flames of providence, an ancient artifact is crystallized. This font is not doing good stuff for me. Profound shard summons the profound guardians when used in the hallowed or underworld during daytime. Very, very cool. So this is for it's for later, and I quite like this because I was just about to say maybe my laziness isn't that great because eventually we're gonna need an arena for a boss down here. So interestingly, it takes up the last little chunk of the world, and there's something in there. Gosh, this mod has just gotten so good, hasn't it? It really has. Oh, okay. What is that? What is that? Infernum Mode, please. That's not the Wall of Flesh. What is that? He's got his boys out. What is that? Oh, no. Okay, well, I don't think we'll need to make a proper arena, he says. I don't know. I think we'll be fine. Okay, so, I mean, we do this. This is what we do around here. We see what the fight is like, and then we give it a go. So it looks like I can't deal damage to the one that is behind, or the one that keeps trying to go behind. And it also seems like I need to factor in where the laser is going to spawn. There seems to be tentacles as well. Very nice. What is that? Oh, I might actually have to make an arena. Because if they're spawning on the blocks that are the houses, I haven't got a chance. Alright, so it's now the next day. I ended up spending yesterday actually clearing out hell because I needed to remind myself that this is Infernum mode, and it doesn't matter how lazy I'm feeling, probably every boss fight is going to need the best arena we can make. So I decided to just kind of smooth it out. I haven't actually added in a bridge, which might be good for that laser. We're going to find out. Also, I noticed that NPCs were no longer selling potions, and I don't know if this is a Calamity thing or it's a bug because the world doesn't recognize we've fought certain bosses. Either way, I need NPCs to sell me potions, and so we now have the Alchemist NPC mod, which a lot of you predicted at the start would probably make a return anyway. Right, so we're going to begin the fight over here on the right. I'm not too sure if this is going to work, but the way I see it, it's probably a filter on the water. This is probably still hell, so we'll give it a go, and we'll soon learn if we need to actually build a hell bridge. So I'm going to try and stay close to the fight, because obviously we saw in the last one that there's an eye that goes behind you. So it wants you to kind of stay within a certain window, doesn't it? It doesn't want you to move around too much. Although we'll see. There's obviously quite a lot of things to dodge here. This laser beam, though, it actually reminds me of Masochist mode, because I remember there was a laser in that one, wasn't there? So it's not like it's something we haven't dealt with before. Also, I noticed in my footage that the boss health bar for Infernum mode wasn't working, so it's turned on again, essentially. So it's all up and running. Everything should be good. I am, well, listen, right? I'm rusty, but I've entered commentary mode. I'm just thinking about... Okay, I did that wrong. I'm just thinking about waffling my way through this conversation and aiming on things that I can aim on. Okay, so as we can see, the eyeballs are now shooting out lasers in a pattern. I don't know how much longer we have on this fight and how many phases we're going to have. I'm just going to keep dealing damage, and then at the end, we'll reflect. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I tell you what, I spent longer working on the arena. Okay. Listen. I spent a long time on this arena, and I thought it would... I thought we'd probably end up spending more time fighting the boss than the time it took me to do the arena. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew the arena would help, but I didn't realize it would help that much. Wow. Okay, well, the wall of flesh is done. Thank you very much. That was fun. It was a really cool fight. Maybe I went a little overboard with the arena. Well, all I really did was flatten it, so, I mean, hey. Okay, right. We got a lot of stuff. So we got the relic, we got the hermit's box of 100 medicines, summons the third sage. Use this item by right-clicking in the hotbar to toggle the third sage's blessing. With the blessing, the player will spawn with full health rather than half. Ah, like that. Okay, awesome. Now, when we killed the wall of flesh, a bunch of stuff popped up. So it says, the sunken sea trembles. Your world has been blessed with cobalt and palladium. Wall of flesh has been defeated. A star has fallen from the heavens. The ancient spirits of light and dark have been released. And we got an achievement, which is great, because, like, Tmodloader now has achievements, although mine are kind of messed up anyway. Ah, okay. So that's actually the third Crimson Altar I've tried to destroy now, and I haven't seen any ore pop up. So I just did a little Google for this, because I was interested to see if my theory was right, and somebody wrote this on Reddit, which I imagine is old news to some of you, but some of you might not know this as well. They said, Calamity 1.5 reworked early hard mode progression. Smashing altars no longer spawns the hard mode ores. Instead, tier 1 ores spawn immediately after you defeat the wall of flesh for the first time, which is what happened to us, cobalt and palladium. And then you get tier 2 ores after defeating your first mechanical boss. You get tier 3 ores after defeating the second mechanical boss, and after the third mechanical boss, hallowed ore spawns in the underground hallowed. Right, so let's craft up a cobalt set. I am curious to see whether it is going to be better than the stat gel set that we have right now, because usually, you know, modded armor, it's got some kind of quirk that makes it better than vanilla. So right now we have 26 defense, and our set bonus is when you take over 100 damage in one hit, you become immune to damage for an extended period of time. You get an extra jump and increased jump height. So moving it over, we now have 24 defense, and the set bonus is 14% reduced mana costs, 10% increased max speed and acceleration. You gain a damage and critical strike chance boost relative to your current movement speed up to 10%. So That has been tweaked from vanilla, right? Or am I going mad? So now that we have a set of armor, the next thing we're working on is a pair of wings. So I'm just up here. Oh, good timing. I was just about to say I'm up here waiting around for a wyvern. Now, the disadvantage of this being like a little let's play, a little mini adventure, and not a live stream, is I would love to ask you all right now, hey, what weapons would you like to see? Because this is always my least favorite part of Terraria to record. There's so much to do when you enter hard mode, like so many different options and whatnot. And I would love to just have a little bit of direct input and hear like what you lot would want to say. Ah, this is pretty cool. So our area near the dungeon is now the astral biome, and you can actually buy an astral pylon. I really like that. Thank you, Calamity. I feel like that's like Calamity proper embracing 1.4, and I think that's cool. So, I actually haven't checked out any of the loot from this biome yet, so we might be able to find a weapon from this biome, which will help with Queen Slime. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I cannot mine that ore yet, so I imagine that's something for later as well. Okay, so with this material, I don't see any weapons that we can make right now, at least if we stick to the mage class, but you can make astral bars once you can mine that ore. I did see one thing though, it's called a Comet Shard. Permanently increases your maximum mana by 50 if you have the maximum amount of mana crystals. So that's a nice little free upgrade if we are playing as a mage. So I'll slap that in. I don't know if we could just make it now. Oh yeah, so we can. Comet Shard. Bam. Nice. And it looks very fancy. If I remember right, there's also one that we can do with life as well. I can't remember the name of it. I will look it up later. Now, funnily enough, the Calamity mod did actually get updated while I've been working on this video. So I want to acknowledge the continuity error. The Knight's Ray, it now looks completely different. And you know what? This new sprite, I quite like it. Even though the old sprite gave me quite a bit of nostalgia, it reminded me of like old school Calamity, because I've been playing Calamity since I think 2017. It has changed a lot over the years, especially the art. I feel like the art in Calamity, honestly, has only gotten better. I don't know if they're still using the same artists, or those artists have just like, you know, matured with age and have like honed their craft. Anyway, it's a continuity error. So right now, we are farming ice golems because I'm trying to get an ice feather so that we can make a decent set of wings so that we can do Queen Slime, because I imagine we will need a good set of wings to actually do this, because it's Queen Slime and it's Infernum mode, and it's probably going to be quite hard. So the penny has only just dropped for me. I cannot make frozen wings because I can't make a mithril anvil. I can't make a mithril anvil because that's the way it goes. That is wild. That's kind of crazy. I was not expecting that. Well, this is something we work around. To be fair, we do have a really good movement accessory. We have a bunch of them, really. But that is... it's quite fun. It's different. What is Queen Slime going to be like now? Because I feel like we are in for a world of pain. Infinite flight granted. What? Oh... oh, we started the Empress of Light. No, of course. That's of course what happened. Great. Awesome. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, oh, I'm just going to farm for pixie dust so that we can make some better health pots. So that is interesting. So I don't normally do this. I'm just having a little look on the Calamity wiki now at like a class guide for what mage weapons to make, because I'll admit I am a little bit lost. So they recommend the Clothier's Wrath, the Frigid Flash Bolt, which I remember, the Glorious End, the Icicle Trident, the Poseidon, the Serpentine, and the Snowstorm Staff. So Clothier's Wrath sounds really cool. I'm going to see what's involved with that and maybe see if we can get it. But we do need a better weapon because we're coasting a little bit. Oh, okay, maybe it's not craftable. So I'll be honest, I don't feel too bad about this because his name is Clive. It's not James. If it was James, we wouldn't even be talking about this weapon, all right? I've also now got my red hat. It's very iconic. And we also got the Celestial Clothier's Wrath. Uses 10 mana, shoots 3 Shadow Flame Skulls. Let's try it out. Let's see how cool it is. Okay, it's interesting. So it is basically like a mirror of the Clothier's actual attack. I can make this work. It's kind of slow, but we'll see if that works in our favor. That's cool. I mean, of course I'm gonna like it, right? of course, you know, Calamity, just admit, all right? It was a weapon added for me. Just say it. You know, we're all thinking it. It's all right to admit. Okay, right. I think we're ready for Queen Slime then. I've just got to make some better health potions, which I can now do. Let's make a whole bunch. We'll make 24. Let me just quickly check my void bag as well, or I have a void vault here. Okay, so I need to buy buffs. Gotta buy buffs, and then we should be ready. So I've only just realized I don't even have a goblin alive to give this a reforge. So maybe once this is done, or if it just kills us really quickly, I'll go sort out all my houses because I've been putting it off just a little bit. So we are gonna buff up. We'll test our weapon once again. It seems very powerful. Genuinely, like, yeah, quite powerful. Is it homing? It looks like it could be a little bit homing. All right, let's begin. Hallowed Mass, the Queen Slime. So I've just got to let my eyes focus on in. First off, I want to say, I like this little laser attack. I like the wing design. I think the wing design is really cool. Yeah, it's a bit of a slow weapon, and I don't know if I'm necessarily, like, even hitting it enough to justify the weapon. So we might need to change the weapon. That's understandable. We did really bad on that first one, but to be honest, yeah, don't flail about and figure out what she's doing. Do still try and stay on the move, though. Yeah, I kind of went into that and did flap about. I won't even lie to you. Like, we all know that to be the truth. So I think the plan is we're going to move from the Clothier's Wrath to the Frigid Flashbolt, because hopefully it's a weapon that's just, like, a little bit quicker. But to do that, we need to farm for Essence of Havoc. So I've come to the Brimstone Crag underneath the dungeon, and I gotta say, this biome is looking very fancy. I don't know when they changed it, but you know what? It's very, very cool. Calamity, as always, I mean, I give Calamity a lot of love anyway, but seriously, this mod has been evolving and just getting better and better. Like, look at this. It's so cool. Like, it doesn't even feel like a mod sometimes. It just feels like a real extension of Terraria. All right, so we've got a new weapon. Let's give this another try. This time, I'm going to try and, like, train my brain to almost ignore the Queen Slime and focus solely on, like, the projectiles around me. Because I feel like that is the key. Which sounds like every boss fight ever. I don't know why I'm trying to make this sound insightful, you know? Listen, I'm smooth brain, and I gotta give myself, like, I don't know. I don't know what I mean, where I'm going with this. Let's save the brain power for the fight. So there's crystals, there's lasers. So do those crystals drop? Is that their thing? Is that what they do? I'm firing very slow. Did I run out of mana? I don't know what happened there. Now it's doing the crystal phase again. So we've learnt that. Now it's doing lasers. You know what? And it's ironic because we did it in a similar spot. It's giving me Deoclops. It might even... Okay, no, that was bad. I was going to say, it might even be worth doing it here on the floor. But I don't think it will be because there are those projectiles that go up. Whoa! What is that? What is that? Oh no! Oh my god! I'm so in over my head. I actually am. This is already getting bonkers. Okay, so I'm not too sure why, but it has glitched out, which I feel really bad about. Listen, if I was... Okay, actually, let's try and get it into the next phase. Nah, it's fully glitched out. Interestingly, though, I don't know what maybe caused that. I avoided something there, so I don't know how much of the fight I've ruined. Listen, I don't think I'm going to win this one anyway because I'm not even at my platform. Actually, let me try carrying on. Okay, well this is good because you can see I haven't even gotten it to the laser phase yet. So I got further than this legit, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is the laser phase. Now that is interesting. I think when we come to do this proper, That is going to be something I'm going to be... What is that? I'm going to be really bad at this. Been about an hour now. I've made some big changes to the world. We now have a nice little flat section of the Hallowed. I kind of incorporated that into the Deerclops arena that we also made as well. So, you know, it's all just extended. We have houses now for NPCs so that I can teleport here. And hopefully it all works because it just kept glitching out. And I was like, no, if I'm going to do Infernum mode, I want to do it properly. I don't want to fight a glitched out Queen Slime. Anyway, I'll probably do some silent fights and see how I get on. But obviously, you know, I'll talk at the crucial moments. But yeah, I'm feeling much better now. Oh, okay. All right. This fight is really hard. It's really hard. Listen, it's been about 2 weeks. It's been about 2 weeks, all right? I am getting better, but if this is the case moving forward, we'll be done by 2025. That's my guarantee. This fight is rock solid. I'm crumbling. I am crumbling. But I think I'm getting better. I genuinely do. I can get to the second half now. I'm trying to think what I'm mostly getting hit by. There's a couple of attacks, really. It's not just one thing. But I persist. I carry on. I am doing this. Okay, come on now. Do not die on this phase. I die on this phase a lot. Okay, now it teleports. We want to keep moving around. Oh gosh. Okay, not long left now. What phase is up next? Oh no, don't break. I was going to say, please don't break. I actually want to do this legit. Oh my god, I feel like I'm not landing any shots because this thing just ain't dying. Oh no. Oh, I hate this phase as well. There's too many projectiles going on. Gosh, how much? Oh my god, there we go. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god. That thing has way too much health. Oh, I don't know if it has too much health. Maybe it's just terrible aim. There we go. Hell yeah. You have no idea how much this means to me. I am so relieved that that is finally done. Queen Slime has been the biggest roadblock to hit ChippysCouch in a really long time. So let's see what we got. Queen Slime, that is a lot. That's a lot. All I'll say is Queen Slime dead, okay? Treasure bag, open that up. Bam. We got the gelatin. We got the crystal assassin set. Oh, it feels good. It feels really good. And look at that relic. It looks amazing. It looks incredible. It looks like pure success. Let me slap it down. Look at it. Look at it in all of its glory. So where are we at then? Queen Slime down. Cryogen next. I'm really excited for Cryogen. I don't know if Cryogen is going to be as painful as that, but we did it. I think I'm probably going to do it again though, because I want the full Kristen? I don't know why I said that. Crystal Assassin set. I want the full set. So yeah, we'll take it down again in the next one. But that's it. I can finally post a video. I'm so sorry this has taken forever. I really do apologize. But that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.